Commander Zeus. What's going on, mates? So, I was talking to my friend Amy Lizzie, and she had asked me about some things that she had heard. Well, she said to me, she said, I heard some things about you, and I don't believe they're true. And I said, where? And so sometimes silence causes people to think. I understand. So my experience with grub mud, concrete, all right? This is my experience, okay? And I don't talk for anybody else but me. My relationship with Bobby Grub. Bobby, I see Bobby as a fucking beast, mate. That guy can do anything that he wants to do. I watched him set up, organize, and we laid concrete, and also run a drone and a camera and everything, and is actually filming at the time while we were doing it, right? I helped out a little bit, but not really that much. He's a badass. His dad, you know what? His dad is fucking a core motherfucker who can do anything too. I mean, he knows some shit. He's a good dude, right? And I would put full faith and trust in both of them because they are amazing men. Bobby is a great father, and he separates time for his daughter, and I'm so grateful for that. You know, he's living his best life right now, doing the best he can, and that's the most important thing, and blessings always come to you when you do that. Now, for me, doing concrete, I don't want to do concrete. I told Bobby that. I don't want to be doing concrete now. There was a time when I thought, well, I'll do finishing, and then somehow there was a gap in time from the next contact. I don't know what happened. But regardless, so that kind of like went out the window. That's not my deal. Unless I'm going to make a statue or something like that, or doing that decorative concrete, I can get into that stuff. But I've got to be stoned to do it, that's for sure. Anyway, so going back with, there was some projections that were said, right? And you know what? I forgive all things. It's nothing there. Right? I did say I would pay Bobby $285 for helping me change the rotor and the caliper, but we fucked that up because did it wrong, incorrectly. So after me spending $1,000, it seems like we still got the same issue, and I don't know where that's coming from, but it seems to be on the truck. It's still not even running. Okay, so I've invested about as much as Bobby has in the truck trying to get it running, and it's still not running, right? Whatever. Okay, so right now it's a paperweight, but it's my paperweight. I'm not sure exactly what to do, but I'm gonna get her done. Now, in regards with the 285, we stopped communicating. He said something like that, and I said, fuck you. And that was it. And I haven't talked to him since. Now, I don't have anything bad to say about him because you think he's a great guy. He's a great guy. And you know what? A little projection ain't that bad, but you know what? Don't push it onto me. And don't make it hurt me, and keep on edifying on it. So, anyway. But you know what? Bobby's a good dude. I'm glad that he has full insurance on his business for everybody that works for him, just in case they get hurt. You know, when I actually stepped in that hole and bounced out of it really quickly because I was carrying some stuff, and someone took the beam out of it, and I won't even say who it was, Bobby, but took the beam out of it, so I had nowhere to see it. I'm carrying something, and I step into a hole. Yeah, I jumped out of it super quick, and I did whatever I could to get the stuff out of it because everybody was freaking out about it, but I just about broke my fucking leg. And nobody said shit to me, which is okay. But I kept on going and noticed that I had a little bit of bone matter sticking out of my fucking leg, right? But I'm so glad that Bobby's got full coverage insurance on all that stuff there, and he covers everybody in the workplace. It's not like he just gets people off the street because he doesn't require any insurance, because if they get hurt, nobody's really going to come looking for them. And I don't even know that would be even a reality or anything like that, but I know that he's doing the best he can in order to help people, right? And the one time that we did have a disagreement on the job, I agreed with both of Bob and Bobby, and Bob has never said anything negative towards me that I know of. But Bobby, I said, you ever yell at me on a job, I am gone, mate. And so that happened by way of, number one, speaking for me and stating, I did this, this, and this. Friend, everything that you said was all your imagination. And so with that being the case, they're in love, and I forgive you. Man, I think you're a fucking amazing guy, and you're going far, bro. You can do anything. But don't push stuff on me like that. And that's what I feel about, all forgiveness. Let it go. So I'm letting it go. But the greatest thing about forgiveness is I do not have to bring people back into my life that have caused me any type of distress. Okay, so now this is a teaching all the way through. But in the same token, I know these guys. It was just a vibrational match that did not make alignment. But I'm so glad for what I learned, because I could actually lay concrete. It's not that hard. Now, to be a master at it like he is and be able to do it that big and still get her done, now that's a skill, bro. And he's a fucking he is a professional, and his dad is a professional too. And the two of them, they work together really well, and they're able to get stuff done. I'm so glad that Bobby's given Bob the freedom so he can go live his life, and do what he needs to do, because he can run his business all by himself, and he's shown that. He's great at organizing. That's a great tool that he showed me. He's very, very diligent on, getting all the pieces together, making sure they're all lined up so that when it's all done, everything lays out perfectly. You never have to struggle. You never have to worry about things not being in the right order. And that's one thing I do love about Bobby, and the way that he gets things done at the time that it needs to be done. And the thing about concrete is hurry up and wait, right? And it's okay. We filled in that time on the waiting time is messing with the drones, getting everything all set up. He doesn't really take a break. That's the one thing that I didn't like about the whole thing, was if you did not eat before that truck arrived, and if that truck was maybe 20 minutes late, you ain't eating, baby. Not for that day. Because once that concrete's down there, you don't have time to go and eat something. That concrete deserves all of your attention. And you know what? That's what you did. Anyway, so that was the teaching of forgiveness and walking in the spirit of newness, doing the very best you can. Because right now is the only time that we can do that. We're all searching for peace on the world, and the Global Peace Project is fast out there showing the way to do it, because it's a personal experience. It doesn't matter what other people are doing. It only matters what you do. The peace that you're looking for, it only resides inside of you. That's it. It doesn't matter what happens on the outside world, in truth, because you can feel peaceful in anything. Nelson Mandela told us that. There's a Japanese guy, or who was that fellow that was in a concentration camp? And that's what he said to me. I hit that point where I could actually just meditate and live this life and then go somewhere in my brain. And sometimes that's all you got to do, because the outside world will change. He made it through that. Nelson Mandela made it through, 20 years of incarceration under the apartheid, right, over in South Africa. Thank God for that being gone. Thank God for this planet. Thank God for the people on this planet, how wonderful they are, working together, bringing peace. I am so grateful I'm so grateful that the armies of the planet are now going to be moving in a direction of fixing stuff. Dude, we got the greatest army. We got the greatest in our militaries. The greatest builders. They can build a city in overnight if they wanted to. Send them all in there. And you know what? That's what they're going to do. Let's clean this world up. Make it the best it can. And it starts right here. Because once you become the very best you can be, then everything will come to you. Anyway, blessings. Love you. Have the best day ever. And remember, today is the day of your amazing good fortune. And every day in every way, I get better, better, and better. Remember that. Have a good day.